Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Shirin and welcome to What After Dentistry. Now, as you all know, yesterday I was supposed to upload a video on questions related to MHA after BDS. I couldn't do that, and hence I released COVID guidelines that one should follow to help stop the spread. So today's video, I'm going to talk about the questions that we have received on our various social media channels related to MHA after BDS, that is Master of Hospital Administration. So what are the questions that we are going to answer today? So the very first question that we have received is, what are the job opportunities outside India after doing MHA in India? Now, after doing MHA, you need to make sure that wherever, whichever country you want to go for, whether it's Canada, Australia, UK, US, Gulf, so you just need to make sure that you need to first check whether that degree that you have taken from any Indian institution or university is that valid in that particular country or not. That's the very first thing that you need to check. Mostly, Indian MHA degrees are not valid in countries like Canada, UK, Australia, US. Where is it valid? Gulf countries. So Gulf countries is, like UAE, Dubai, then Qatar, Oman. So all these countries you can try out if you want to settle down abroad outside India after doing MHA in India, and that too make sure that you have good amount of 2 to 3 years of experience in your home country, and then you try out, reaching out to these countries, going through recruitment agencies, job portals which are valid in these countries, and start application process. So more we will be coming up soon on the details of how to practice MHA, outside India. But majorly for countries like Canada, Australia, US, UK, what people generally do is they go there on student visa. They go for a course, like a MHA course in that country, for a 2 year full time course, and then they get a job there. So that's the major trend. But MHA from India and then going to countries like Canada, Australia, that really doesn't work. But we will definitely try to get more answers for this question. We'll get complete details on how and which countries you can go to outside India to practice hospital administration. So stay tuned. The second question that we have received is, somebody wants to know the prospects after BDS, MBA Hospital Management from Open University. Now, it actually depends on case-to-case basis, whether you want to go for a part-time MHA program, hospital management program, or you want to go for a full-time 2 year full-time MHA program. For freshers, it is always advisable that you go for a 2 year full-time course, campus program in MHA, that's Master of Hospital Administration, or you can also go for postgraduate diploma in hospital management or MBA in hospital management. So any of these three, if courses you want to get into, you need to make sure that you always go for a 2 year full-time program. Now, why? Because full-time program gives you more, hold on the subjects of hospital management, hospital administration. It gives you more details on each of the subjects. It gives you more industry exposure in terms of that you get an opportunity to interact with the industry experts through conferences, through guest lectures. You also get, you are supposed to go for summer internships, dissertation reports, which is very, very important to get the field exposure, the field, what's happening in the field, in the industry. So that all these exposure, industry exposure is very, very important to understand how the industry works and how can you apply the theory that you are, you generally go through the lectures. How can you apply that theory into a practical, knowledge? So that only full-time course will give you. So part-time or open university, we generally don't advise to the freshers. But yes, if you are someone who has a good amount of experience, say you have worked into management after completing your BDS or maybe any medical degree, and then after 2-3 years you've worked into the management, and now you want to go for a, you want to have a degree associated with your name, then in that case you can go for a part-time course or a open university course. That doesn't make that is not any harm for an experienced person, but for a fresher it is always advisable that you go for a 2-year full-time course in MHA, PGDHM or MBA in hospital management. The third question that we have got is, can we get jobs after PGDM distance education? So no, Jen, as I said earlier also, distance education or part-time courses in hospital management or in health management, these are generally not accepted in the industry. These you have very, very less weightage. It is only done by people who have experience and they want a degree to be associated with their name. For freshers, it is definitely not a course or a program that you should go for. So distance education will not provide you any kind of job. It is only for those people who are already into a management job and they want to have a degree associated. It works only for those people. But for freshers who are like freshly passed out BDS graduates, it is always advisable that you go for a 2-year full-time course, because that will obviously help you get through a job through the campus placements, right? So distance education, it will not provide you a job. Then lastly, we have received a question that, is there 100% placement in colleges provided by you? So if you see my previous videos wherein we have talked about the top colleges of MHA, and there are many other colleges as well. So yes, most of the private colleges, they do provide 100% placement. Like IHMR, MAHE, then there are many other MHA, TIS. So all these good colleges, if you get into, they do provide 100% placement. So far, I have not heard that they are not providing campus placements, but yes, 100% placement is provided. The only thing that you need to keep in mind as a fresher is, don't run after the CTC that you will be provided or the salary package that you will be provided. Initially, you might get, because that's the average. The average salary package for a fresher is generally, it lies between 4 to 6, both for MHA and MPH. So don't run after salary package. This will always increase once you have good amount of experience. But go after a job which gives you a good amount of exposure, which gives you a good learning experience, and of course it is in your area of interest. So hospital management also then has various divisions, like you can work into operations, you can work into quality department, you can work into IT department. So it totally depends on your area of interest where you want to work in the in the hospitals, and depending on that you can always get a job. So yes, 100% placement is provided. For government institutions, you need to check. Also, if you need to be very sure of the placements, it is always advisable that whichever college or institution you're trying to get into, please connect with the alumni of that college or institution. Talk to the alumni, talk about what is the percentage, placement percentage. Talk to them that what are the good hospitals or good industries or companies where the alumni or the alumnus is placed. So once you talk to the alumni, you do get a lot of insights on how the campus placement happens in that particular, from that particular college or institution. So that's these are the few questions that we have received. So, and I hope that I was able to answer your questions. If you have any questions related to MHA, MPH, or anything related to what to do after BDS, what career options you can go for, please send us in the comment section, or you can also mail us in our on our mail ID. I will mention all the relevant links in the description below. So please check out the description. You can also go through our previous videos that we have created on MHA. We also did an interactive session on how or what is the life or what are the opportunities after doing PGDHM, that's postgraduate diploma in hospital management, with Dr. Arpit Bhattagar, who's working as a lead in Vidal Healthcare. So you can always check check our previous videos and get more exposure or get more information about this particular field of hospital administration after BDS. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye and good luck.